trees have an innate tendency to mimic the skills of highly competent teachers. I'm here with a giant Douglas fir tree, so this is a little bit of an old growth grove, and there's only a few standing trees left of this size, and we want to discuss a few of the phenomenal aspects of practice within an old growth environment. So trees have an innate tendency to mimic the skills of highly competent teachers. And the first of these is a tree acts in a very natural way as a form of metabolization. It metabolizes dukkha. It helps metabolize the static out of our systems. Now, I think it's in Japan, they call this forest bathing. And you go for a walk in the forest and you come out de-stressed. Now, a good teacher will help you to release the static within you so that you can improve and ascend more quickly. And you aren't stuck at the level of your own capacity for release. And trees act in the same manner, especially giant ones like this. They help to soften out the edges and release that dukkha or suffering, that static. Now, this static is a type of tension, and in this is a state of being of form. Now, if you look at the Sephirot, for example, the 10 or the Malkuth, the one closest to form is the 10. We're in a state of 10 or tension or close to form, and so innate to being of form is a type of static that arises. And the trees, especially these old growth ones, have a very natural tendency to metabolize that static, that tension, that dukkha out of the system. That's one. Now, the second way in which old growth trees have an innate connection and parallel to great teachers is that not only do they release the static out of the system, but they also will provide a massive amount of energy and structure to the energy. But firstly, we look at the energy itself. And because there's a massive amount of energy, this helps support the practice. If we're going to meditate with a tree or do planetary work or earth magic or whatever it is that we might want to be looking at, the energy of the tree will act as a raw life force to empower the process, filling us with energy, helping us maintain our concentration or increase our concentration, and also providing a type of structure due to the structure of the tree, okay? Which is super valuable because now we have an increase of energy, which in the absence of the first phase of helping us release would pressurize our issues. But in conjunction with the release, we have increase of flow, increase of energy, massive increase of energy and concentration and awareness, along with release. And so these two work together to help us progress at a faster and faster rate. Now, the third thing that we have is the structure of the tree, the natural structures of the tree. So when you look deep into what's happening with the tree, how does a tree grow to be this tall? It doesn't, the weight of the water itself would prohibit any tree from growing more than 33 feet high. So there's a type of structure that's involved and a type of a levity or anti-gravity effect that sucks the sap in the water up the tree in these spirals. And because of the way the tree's always reaching towards the sun and the light, it helps us find a very direct pathway to seek upwards, to seek the light, as well as the tree is always naturally grounding the light. It's bringing it back down. It's creating sugars in the whole photosynthesis process. And so it acts as a very physical metaphor, more or less, for the place, this standing structure between the heavens and the earth. And this is something that we join with. So the tree gives us a directive of information, of a way of adjusting the energy, of creating this form and finding this form, this information, this structure, and it brings energy out of the earth and the environment around us. It brings energy from the sun, and it's all working together to help us merge with and unify with the light of the sun, merge and unify with light, and also allow us to have the energetic capacity to maintain that connection, to stay in that space because we're full of energy, and to release the static within us that might be preventing us from merging more deeply with the structural inputs and energy of the sun, with that information, that energy, and that consciousness. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. This is one of many reasons why I love hanging out with these big trees. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for your time.